Hello everybody and welcome to SnackTube. Today we continue our Super Noodle journey as I review every single flavour of Super Noodle, and we continue the warpath with bacon. That's right, Super Noodles bacon flavour from Bachelors. They're the nation's favourite, the nation's fave. So, quick story goes is that Super Noodles used to be something that I ate all the time. When I was a student, I'd have them almost every day. It was either Super Noodles or beans, and it'd be on toast, and that would pretty much be a lunch or a dinner. You know, we were poor, we didn't have a lot of money to spend on anything, let alone food. So, and we really wanted to spend money on drink. So yeah, Super Noodles, I ate a lot of them, but I mostly stuck to the same two flavours, the chicken one and the beef one. So the bacon one is a flavour that I haven't had in a very, very long time. Couldn't even tell you what it tastes like. I mean, it tastes like bacon, I'm sure, right? So we're just going to go through all of the flavours, and there's going to be a few that I haven't tried before ever, and see what they're like, see if they're any good. And we're also trying, we're experimenting a little with the way you cook them, because the very first video I cooked them as per the instructions, and I felt like they didn't have a lot of flavour. So we're trying some things, see what is the optimal way to cook Super Noodles. So, Super Noodles bacon. Yes, and they're bacon flavoured Super Noodles, I assume. And let's have a wee read of the instructions. Have you tried our super tasty Super Noodles in a pot? I have, as it goes. I've had the chicken ones. I've reviewed them on the channel at some point. There's no superhero on this packet though. The last three have had a different DC superhero on them, but none on the bacon. That's a shame. Because I like the superheroes, and I give it a little colour, a little flair. So each pack is 90 grams. Normally you cook them in 300 millilitres of water and add the pack, give it a stir, and then you end up with like a soupy noodle thing. This time around, what I've done is I cooked the noodles in the 300 millilitres of water. Sorry, I got a wee itch on my nose there. Cooked in the 300 millilitres of water, but then I drained the water once they were cooked, and then I added the powder and stirred it in. So I'm hoping that maximising the powder to noodle ratio will give me really flavourful noodles. We'll soon find out. List of ingredients is there. I don't know how, there we go. I thought it was stuck, but nope, you can see the ingredients. They're kind of in a corner there. You'll probably just have to look them up if you want them. But as far as allergens go, they've got wheat, and that's it. Just wheat. I noticed that these ones don't say that they're suitable for, no they do. They do. Suitable for vegetarians. So they're not actual, it's not real bacon. It's just a bacon flavour. Cool. I wonder how that works. I don't know. So I'm curious how that works for religious people. People who can't eat pork as part of their religion. Can you eat pork flavoured things if it's not if it's not actually made from pork? Could you eat a bacon? Or is it still against the rules to have a bacon flavoured thing because that's still alluding to it? I don't know. I'd be curious to know that. If anyone knows the answer to that question, please do let me know. But anyway, nutritional information. So they've got it per half a pack or per 100 grams. We'll go with half a pack, although I'm eating the whole pack today. So that's 219 calories, 9.4 grams of fat, of which 4.5 is saturates, 28.1 grams of carbs, of which 0.5 grams is sugar, 1.7 grams of fibre, 4.5 grams of protein, and 0.59 grams of salt. And yeah, you've got a bunch of oranges and a green. Cool. Okay, you may be wondering about the plaster. You might see this in a few videos going forward. I was making square sausage the other day. I had some lovely Morton's rolls, and I was making some square sausage to watch with the football, and a big glob of oil went and hit me right in the finger. It bloody hurt. So yeah, it blistered. It was huge, and it burst this morning. So I had to put a thing on. So nice, neat job though. I have to say, I should be a doctor. Yes, right. I don't have nearly the intelligence or the temperament to be a doctor. But anyway, I'll show you these noodles. Show you what they look like, or what they do look like. So I've got them on toast. We're going to try them on their own, and then we're going to try them with the toast and see if that makes them any better. I've found so far that if it comes with a soupy component, then all that flavour ends up getting soaked into the toast. Whereas these don't have a soupy component, so the flavour should mostly be in the noodles. But yeah, they look like Super Noodles, so there's nothing more we can say. So, let's do it. These are Super Noodles, bacon flavour. Let's give them the old taste test. Maybe try not dropping my fork as I go. I blame that on the plaster. Alright. Let's get a few of these There they are. I feel like these were better when I was a kid. Maybe it's just because I was a kid and I didn't know what I was talking about, but I feel like Super Noodles were a lot better when I was a child or when I was in school, when I was in uni. They're not hugely flavourful, not going to lie. They taste like bacon, but they don't have bags of flavour. They don't taste nearly as flavourful as they claim to. They're really quite bland, actually. All of them have been so far. But it does have a sort of a bacony flavour to it. Not like real bacon. Real bacon tastes like salty and smoky. This has got sort of an artificial, like a liquid smoke flavour to it. I wouldn't say particularly tastes like pork. It tastes kind of like a hint of artificial smoke, a bit of saltiness, and there's some sort of savouriness in there as well. It tastes like someone's blended up Frazzles. That's what it really tastes like, Frazzles. It's that fake bacon flavour that you get on all kinds of bacon things, which isn't bad. I mean, I prefer the taste of real bacon, but it isn't a terrible flavour. It's quite nice. I do like Frazzles, but these noodles are a bit boring. Just there's not a huge amount of flavour to them, and the flavour's not very distinct. It is very much just a kind of a smoky, bland but smoky kind of saltiness. The toast doesn't really help. Got a needle on my shirt here. I would say the toast actually makes them taste less. And there's not as much flavour in them when you eat them with the toast. It actually brings the flavour down a bit. Yeah, boring. They're probably the worst one so far. Not a lot of flavour. It's just not a very good flavour either. I think beef or chicken is way better than that. Even the curry was nice because it tasted like curry. Whereas this just kind of tastes vaguely of fake bacon. They call them super tasty. Nah, they're not. They're super bland. But there you go. Let me know what flavour you want me to try next. I've tried 4 so far. Curry, beef, chicken, and now the bacon. I want to try them all, so curious to know what your favourites are. Let me know in the comments. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the wee bell to get notifications anytime a new video comes out. And yeah, that's about it. I hope you all have yourselves a fantastic day. I will see you hopefully in the next video, if not maybe in the next Super Noodle video. I'm going to go add some Super Noodles to my Tesco shop. I'll see you later. Bye.